Hello, this is Dr. Jawad. Please subscribe to my channel for more up-to-date videos, and thanks for watching. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jawad. I want to talk about important function of the stomach, and that's hydrochloric acid. Now, we need hydrochloric acid to help to break down food products. If we don't have enough hydrochloric acid, or if the acid content is not low enough, meaning between 1 and 3 pH, then this is where we get like a lot of malabsorption, indigestion, gas, bloating, GERD, things like that nature. Now, the pH of the stomach, now again, it should be anywhere between 0 to 14, okay? So 7.5 is neutral. The pH of the stomach should be over the lowest it can, between 1 and 3, because you want it very acidic. If it's anywhere above 4, 3.5, then that means that the stomach is more alkaline, okay? And that's not good, because we need our stomach to be very, very acidic. Now, some important background on the stomach. We have a couple cells. That one is the parietal cell, and the function of the parietal cell is to produce hydrochloric acid. Now, the function of the hydrochloric acid is one, to help break down proteins. So we need ample enough amount of hydrochloric acid to start breaking down proteins, because protein breakdown begins in the stomach. Also, too, it absorbs minerals. Minerals like calcium, magnesium, zinc, iron. It's essential for the absorption of certain minerals. Also, too, it kills microbes, because don't forget, when we take in food products, it goes into our stomach, and the stomach is the first line of defense, is your immune system. So you need enough hydrochloric acid to kill those microbes. So if you don't have enough hydrochloric acid, you are not breaking down foods, you're not killing these microbes, and also, too, you're not absorbing certain nutrients. Now we have another set of cells in the stomach called chief cells. Now, the function of the chief cells is to secrete the inactive form of an enzyme, pepsin, in a form called pepsinogen. Now, pepsinogen converts into pepsin in low pH. So we need low pH for that conversion factor, because if we don't get the low pH, then we don't convert enough pepsinogen to pepsin. Now, the main function of pepsin, that's where it breaks down proteins. Remember, we break down proteins in the stomach, and we actually absorb them in the small intestines. So again, if you're not producing enough acid in the stomach, you're not breaking down proteins, you're not absorbing minerals, you're not killing microbes, you're not, again, breaking down proteins. So again, this is where it leads to malabsorption syndrome once it gets to the small intestines. Now, the problem if we don't have enough acid, okay, if it's not between 1 and 3, we get bacterial overgrowth, like h-pylori. H-pylori lives naturally in our stomach, okay? However, it cannot live in a less acidic environment, meaning above 3.5. So this is where you get bacterial overgrowth in the stomach. Also, too, you'll get a leaky gut, which will lead to an immune response. So again, it'll travel down. We have an immune response lining in the stomach called the gastro-associated lymphatic tissue. And again, if you don't have enough that really low pH, then what's going to happen? You're going to get then it's going to stimulate the immune response. Also, too, Candida. Now we have normal Candida in our gut, and the mucosal lining in our gut, and it's normal. However, by not producing enough hydrochloric acid and that pH is not low enough, then this is where you get the overgrowth of bad Candida, and that's the fungus. It could either get in your mouth and it could be a nice white coat. It can get all over your body. For females, it could get the vaginal zone. Again, that's where you get the Candida and the fungus in the vagina. So again, we need Candida, but we need a low pH. Also, too, rosacea. Now again, people who have red faces. Okay. Now again, red faces is one of the reasons is because you're not absorbing vitamin A. Vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin that's actually broken down through the function of the gallbladder. Okay, and that's in another video. Also, GERD, acid reflux. Now, here's an important factor. We need a low pH between 1 and 3. Now, if we don't have it low enough, it doesn't close this area, this sphincter, the cardiac sphincter that goes from the esophagus to the stomach. We need that low pH to close, I say close the hole. If we don't close the hole, then a lot of the food products and the acid in the stomach is going to creep up the esophagus, and this is where you get GERD. Also too, bloating, gas, indigestion. You're not breaking down the food products, so it's passing through the small intestines, and again, the small intestine has to work harder to break it down. Constipation, okay, it's a dysfunction of bile. Also too, lack of mineral absorption. Again, if you remember, one of the functions of the hydrochloric acid is to absorb the minerals, to denature the protein and absorb minerals. So if you're not producing enough hydrochloric acid, you're not absorbing these minerals, and this is where you get, again, a lot of mineral dysfunctions. Now we need the protein breakdown to help with our repair mechanism of like hair, skin, nails, and teeth, and so forth and so on. So a couple of things are broken down in the stomach and actually absorbed: iron and B12. Now if we have a decrease in iron absorption, this is where anxiety occurs, okay? This is where you get OCD. This is where you get sleeping problems. This is where you get heart palpitations. This is where you get hair loss and also to itching, because again, you're not absorbing this iron. Now, one of the functions, how the nervous system works is that we have the sympathetic nervous system, which is our fight or flight or freeze, okay? But we also have what's called the Parasympathetic Division, which is a rest, digest, and repair. And again, those are two systems that are constantly in combat with each other during the daytime. However, at nighttime, your sympathetic system kind of goes to sleep. Your parasympathetic system brings up, and then this is where the repair process comes in. Okay, and the problem is, if you don't have enough iron due to malabsorption, you're not sleeping enough. You're not sleeping good quality. Also, too, vitamin B12. You may have heard of something called the intrinsic factor. The intrinsic factor, again, that's part of our B12. Again, if you're not releasing enough hydrochloric acid, you're not absorbing all these minerals. So you get visual changes, eye problems, fatigue. You get gut problems. Again, remember the mucosal lining of the gut is very important, again, for the repair. If you're not absorbing the minerals, you're not repairing the gut. If you're not repairing the gut, you're not absorbing iron and B12. Also, memory. A lot of my patients who have poor gut function have memory problems. Also, too, number one thing besides a compressed disc or stenosis is if they come to me with tingling and numbness in both hands or both feet. I'm always looking for metabolic syndromes or lack of B12 absorption when I hear of both hands, both feet, they're numbing and tingling. So again, indicator of lack of B12 absorption. And it's all due to the gut. If you want to fix your body, first fix your gut. Your gut is your second brain. Okay, if you have a healthy gut, you're going to have a healthy brain because they both can communicate with each other. So my recommendations, of course, you always want to clean up your diet, but also you want to add some supplements. So this is one I always recommend is apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon before meals, wait about 15 minutes to absorb. What that's going to do, that's going to increase your pH level. Okay, it'll help normalize it. Because that'll bring that pH more again to between a 1 and 3 pH. That's going to help the stomach function. Also too, digestive enzymes. Now you want to take digestive enzymes with meals because, why? Because if you're not making enough hydrochloric acid, you're not breaking down these foods, you're not absorbing the essential minerals. So you need digestive enzymes to help with that process. Also too, very important, a supplement, hydrochloric acid with pepsin. Now remember, hydrochloric acid produced by the parietal cells help break down the proteins and so forth and so on. And the chief cells secrete pepsinogen in the inactive form, converts it to pepsin in a normal pH or low pH. Now again, if you're not producing that, take an HCL with pepsin with a protein meal, very essential. Also too, lifestyle changes. Now again, lifestyle changes, of course you want to change the food that you're eating. If you're eating the standard American diet, which is high in high fructose corn syrup, you're going to not have a proper food digestion. So you want to change the diet. Exercise. One of the reasons why, again, you may have malabsorption syndrome is because you have too much stress. Remember that fight or flight or freeze response, your body, your stomach, the repair mechanism works in the parasympathetic division, which is rest, digest, and repair. If you're always in flight, you're not repairing. So definitely you want to have a lifestyle change. Exercise, diet, supplements, get that hydrochloric acid working again. Again, fix your gut. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.